If you're looking for a home rowing machine, it can be overwhelming with all the different models out there. In this video, I'll introduce you to the Marake R15 rowing machine, which is the newest one that I've gotten. Then I'll compare it to other models so you can find the one that's the best fit for you. Now, first of all, this operates using electromagnetic resistance. So as you can hear, it's very quiet. But it has 16 different levels of resistance, so you can get a good workout regardless of your fitness level. Now, you may notice the lights changing on there, and every 4 levels from 1 to 16, the light will change. So red is the highest level, and green is the lowest level. Now, you can adjust the resistance level on the fly using the handle, which is really pretty neat. You don't have to stop your workout and bend over and touch the console. And the console, by the way, is pretty good. It shows stroke counts, watts, calories burned, time per 500 meters, distance, and resistance level. You can either adjust the resistance manually or connect to the Marake app and take interactive classes. And as the resistance in the class changes, it will automatically change your resistance on the machine. The rail is 45.7 inches long and allows for a full range of motion for users from 4'11" to 6'8", and it can accommodate users weighing up to 350 pounds. It arrives mostly assembled in the box. It only took me about 20 minutes to put the entire thing together. Now, one thing that I don't like about this model is that you do have to plug it in. However, it has wheels on the front for easy transport, so you can easily move it closer to a socket, and you can store it vertically, or it has an innovative feature on the rail where you just pull this pin out, fold the rail up, and you can store it like that. Now, I mentioned I'd compare the R15 to other rowing machine models, so I'll first compare it to other magnetic rowing machines. These are all by the company Marake, and I have found that their equipment is really high quality and surprisingly affordable for the quality that you're getting. This one you can see is the longest of the three. This is the R15, the Q1S, and the R26 dual paddle rower. This one has the most bells and whistles. It's probably the highest end one of all three of them. The Q1S operates for the most part the same. It has the same general stroke pattern, but the magnetic resistance operates with a dial instead of through the handle. It also doesn't light up, and the display isn't quite as nice. This one is the R26. It's a dual oar rower, which makes it really pretty unique from the other two. It does have the magnetic resistance that adjusts with the dial, but you can operate both handles independently, making it a little bit more like an actual rowing stroke. You can also work different muscle groups or work each arm independently if you want to. Now, with all magnetic resistance rowing machines, they operate very quietly, and the resistance is pretty steady throughout the stroke. So it's the same regardless of where in the stroke you are and also how hard you're pulling. Conversely, an air resistance rower starts out easily and gets harder as the fan starts to accelerate, and it has almost an infinite resistance level, meaning the harder you pull, the higher the resistance gets. And in fact, the R50 air resistance rower is my favorite of all the rowers that I own. It's designed to be like the popular Concept 2 rower that you see in gyms and rowing competitions, but the R50 is a fraction of the price of the Concept 2. However, it is louder, longer, heavier, and more expensive than the 3 magnetic resistance rowers that I just showed. Now, the other type of rower is a water resistance rower. And I don't actually have one of those to show you, but I have used them in gyms. They have a variable resistance, much like air resistance rowers, so the harder you pull, the harder the resistance gets. However, the resistance arc is a little bit different in that at the start of the stroke, as you're overcoming the inertia of the water, the resistance is the hardest, and once the water gets moving, it gets a little bit easier. But it does have the most natural feel because you're actually rowing against water. So hopefully you found this helpful to choose the rower that's best for you. Whether you choose the R15 or one of the other models I mentioned, I'll put links to all of them down in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.